Welcome to Weekend Prime. I'm Robinson Okenye and Wilson Mushora is on sign language. President William Ruto has promised a further 10-shilling cut on the price of diesel in the next 2 months, a move aimed at cushioning Kenyans against global hike in fuel prices occasioned by the US-Israeli war on Iran. As Bentura Kwambuka now reports, the head of state has however ruled out a scrap in fuel levies while defending the G2G agreement that seemed to fall out after the recent oil scandal and the cancellation of the emergency fuel contract with Oryx Energy. Meanwhile, public transport operators have officially called off their suspended nationwide strike over fuel prices after meeting with President William Ruto and senior State House officials at State House in Mombasa.
After deadly protest, the government has ruled out on a reduction of fuel taxes as a means to ease the burden on the consumer.
After extensive consultations,
however, it's a relief for thousands of households and businesses following an announcement on the reduction of diesel prices further down by 10 shillings in the next June-July review cycle. A pronouncement made by President William Ruto after meeting stakeholders in the transport industry, including the Matatu Owners Association at State House, Mombasa.
After extensive consultations with stakeholders across the transport sector, a number of critical concerns and proposals were raised regarding livelihoods, operations, and sustainability of the industry.
In a move to calm Kenyans amid growing public anger over soaring fuel prices that brought the city and major towns across the country to a standstill for 2 days, the president has defended his administration, saying the ongoing US-Israel conflict with Iran and disruption along the Strait of Hormuz are to blame for the spike in fuel prices.
The reality is that no country can completely escape the global oil shock. Even advanced economies with far greater financial resources than Kenya are facing similar challenges.
While defending the G2G oil deal that seemed to fall out with stakeholders after the 4.2 billion shillings oil scandal and the terminated emergency fuel contract with Oryx Energy, he now says the deal has guaranteed consistent oil supply and cushioned Kenyans against the fall of the Kenyan shilling.
Through the government-to-government fuel supply framework, we have secured guaranteed fuel supplies despite global supply chain disruptions, ensuring uninterrupted fuel supply availability across the country.
Seemingly attacking the opposition on calls for scrap-off of VAT on petroleum products, the government says the unrealistic scrap might cripple critical infrastructure projects and delivery of crucial services in the country.
If we stop collecting these revenues entirely, what public services shall we stop funding? Do we stop the fertilizer subsidy that is enhancing food security? Do we cut the security budget that helps us secure our borders, combat criminal gangs?
The government has been using the Petroleum Development Fund and the 50% reduction on VAT from 16 to 8% to stabilize fuel prices, with the April, May and May-June 2026 pricing cycle subsidized by 28.19 billion shillings in fuel price support through stabilization measures and tax relief interventions to cushion Kenyans. Further, the government utilized 15.7 billion shillings in the May-June 2026 pricing cycle to stabilize prices.
We had suspended the strike, but we've called it off. So we will not have strike next week. We are going to work.
Reporting for KTN, my name is Bentura Kwambuka.
Questions are now emerging over the sudden suspension of the